let's get into the agenda, guys. So number one, we're going to be exposing my phone plug. Okay, I'm going to be exposing a price list from a phone plug that actually is sending phones to my store. I want to actually show you guys what prices phone stores get phones for. I'm talking about the independent third-party stores. I want to show you exactly what we get, right? So this right here, I'm sorry TikTok that y'all can't see it, but I'm gonna read some of it out. This is a list from a provider that sells wholesale phones. All right, and as you guys can see, right, I have unlocked phones, lock phones. I can get any phone I want, right? But I will not lie, and I'll tell you, I don't buy phones from anybody. I'd rather just flip phones, right? Because if I go ahead and buy an iPhone 12 Pro for $295, I'm not making that back. You feel me? Like, that's dead wrong. Like, that's too much money. You tripping like a transmission. I'm not doing it. An iPhone 13 Pro for $485. No, it's not worth it. Now, I want to really drill down to the misconception that everybody has. They're like, yo, Brandon, can you sell phones wholesale? Can you sell phones wholesale to us? The reason why I don't sell phones wholesale is because not a lot of people will be able to afford them. Not saying people can't, pay. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you'll try to flip it and you won't make money. You're not going to make enough money for it to be worth it. I don't sell or pitch or tell you guys anything about any venture, about any partnership or any business that I don't think you'll make money off of. And that's 100%. Now, let me tell you what my theory is, right? Because now we got a whole bunch of creators out here that's cap city, okay? You got all of these people on TikTok talking about, we sell digital products and we sell this and I got this drop shipping business. All of these people, 98% of these people do not make money in real life, okay? They don't. They way too active online pitching to you some shit that they making billions of dollars from, okay? I done seen a digital product seller talk about today on I think it was TikTok or it was YouTube, talking about, I just made 5 figures today. Bro, if you made 5 figures, right, then why the hell are you not focused on just duplicating that process? I didn't make no damn 5 figures today, I tell you that, right? It's 98% of these I gotta stop cursing. 98% of these people are capping. Okay, ask them to show you this. Ask them to show you that they have plugs. Ask them to show you that they have people overseas that sell phones to them or buy phones from them. Ask them to show you storefronts. Ask them to show you their assets. Ask them to show you that, right? Because a lot of people, they be capping. They be like, oh my God, yeah, I sold this digital product. It's a done for you product, and all you have to do is pay $27. It's on sale. Okay, it was $388. Now it's $27. Go ahead and buy my product for $27. Like, they capping, bro. Like, and it's crazy because a lot of people fall for it because they understand that if I paint a picture in your head, right? That's why I'm not good at content. I'm not good at content because I'm not good at painting pictures through people's heads with phones, through a phone, right? But if I see you in person, I can sell anything to anybody. That's how confident I am. But what happens is what I see with the internet is it's more like people want you to sell a fantasy. I don't sell that shit, right? Let me tell you something. This box right here is going out to a customer tomorrow. This person paid like what, $60 for these, right? And these are MagSafe battery packs, okay? That's what these are, right? This person's probably gonna make like 120 from this. Cool. That ain't gonna make them rich. Let me get y'all to understand something, right? Because just like this phone company, right? This phone company sent me this price list. They send me a price list every single day. And it's not just this phone company, but these are they're based out of Texas. They basically sell me phones or try to sell me phones with the intent of, hey, you can resell these, Brandon. We want to work with you. We know that you have a big reach in Philadelphia and we want you to work with us. No, because you're trying to sell me a dream. You are trying to sell me an iPhone 13 Pro Max for $485. I can go on OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace and I can get it for about $300. But see, what it is you got it for $300 too. But what you're trying to do is upcharge me, sell me on a dream, saying that, hey, listen, it's $485, but you can do financing and da da da. No, fuck no. And you have to know in business when to walk away from a deal, even though if you did indulge in it, it may make you look good. Like, I'll tell y'all this right now. If I have my store full of phones, new phones, iPhone 13 Pro Maxes, iPhone 14s, and all that, people will walk in, they be like, oh, this the new T-Mobile. This the new da da da. Right? And they'll be like, okay, cool, I'm coming here. But I'll be dead broke. Because I tried it. I tried to do this. I tried. And it really it put me in a dark place because I was just trying to impress people. Do you feel phone/electronic product flipping is the best business? Yes, I do. Now, I used to not, right? Let me full disclosure to everybody, because that's how real I am. I hate electronics. I hate phones and I hate electronics. I hate like, I can't stand. If I could go a week without seeing these, I would. I would. But they make me so much money that I'm good, right? I don't do what I love. Let's make that clear. Let's make that clear. See, these are like the perceptions people try to put on you, and it be straight bullshit. I don't do what I love. I do what works. And then on my free time, I do what I love, which is basketball and all of that. But yes, the reason I feel like electronics and flipping electronics is so good is because it never stops, right? So prime example, this is a true example, right? I'm about to show y'all something. Where is it at? All right, so boom. These are reps. These are AirPod Rep Gen 2s, okay? So these AirPod Rep Gen 2s, last year, I made 6 figures just off of these, right? I was selling these on YouTube. I was selling them on eBay, Mercari. I was selling them on OfferUp too. But like, I was just selling them wholesale, and I was making a lot of money. I was getting them for really, really cheap, and I was selling them, and it was good, right? Now, great, cool, problem, ding, ding, ding. In the electronic industry, there is always people that are going to get their hands on the shit you get your hands on. Right? So I'm like, damn, like, I was the plug for these for a while in Philly, and then somebody else got them. And then when they got them, they knew how to, and this happens all the time. They basically started to price it cheaper, right? So now they messed the market up for me, because now it's like, damn, Brandon, you selling yours at $50, but Joe Schmo down the street selling his for $30. Then I'm like, damn, I got to come down on my price, right? The beautiful thing about electronics is, boom. And this is when you know how to sell and you know how to scale, right? So once he put down his price, I said, okay, boom, another product. Here are clones. Here are clones. Here are the same headphones, same exact headphones, well, these are sealed, but same exact headphones, just no Apple signage. So now you can sell these on OfferUp, Facebook, eBay, and not have any bands on your profile, any flags. These are just headphones, but in reality, they're the same as this, but the box is different. So what I did was I reinvented my product to make it serve another purpose, which is this product initially, the one that has all the Apple stuff, is okay, let me sell reps in the intent to make customers feel or think that these are real. Then once I saw competition coming, I pivoted to another product of, okay, the intent is, well, let me tell customers these aren't real, but these have the same quality. Boom. So then, boom, it always changes, right? I told y'all it's always somebody coming for you. And that's why I love this game, right? So then other people got clones. I'm like, damn, bro. So I'm like, all right, bet. So then I came, boom, you feel me? Then I came with the Max clones. And ain't nobody been able to touch me with these yet. But that's why I like electronics, because with electronics, you can always develop, always become better, always increasingly make your product top of the line or one up of the competition. I've never been beat by the competition, not in Philly, and I'm never going to be beat. And let me tell you why. I'm never going to be beat because I'm so focused on understanding how I'm never, ever good enough. I always critique my products. I always critique myself. I always critique where I'm at. And these are a great example right here. Like these iPhone 7 headphones, something so small. I've made $500, every 2 weeks off of these since like what, 2016. I've never really made anything less off of these headphones. Now, how do you make money or that much money from headphones like this? I bundle them. I list them every single day. I revise them every single day. I have about 14 eBay accounts. I have people managing them for me. I pay people to do it for me. And I'm always reinventing. These are Bluetooth. The first iPhone 7 headphones that I had, guys, they weren't Bluetooth. So what Apple did was Apple pushed out updates. And then the Bluetooth headphones, the wired headphones, you know, these are the ones with the lightning jack. They stopped working. Customers would complain. I would have to find a solution. So I love the reselling market. I love product and electronic flipping because this is how you're going to make this is the break that you've been waiting for. Like, this is where you change your family's life with electronics. If you focused on cologne, if you're focused on sunglasses, I got a sunglass sponsor that wants to sponsor me, so I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say it. If you focused on all of that, you're going to go broke. Sunglasses, not everybody wears them, not everybody wants them, not everybody likes them. They break easily, and there's so much competition. Cologne, everybody's faking the cologne. I can go to New York and Manhattan and go get the same cologne that you got on eBay, and I can sell it too, right? See, here's the beautiful thing with electronics. Yes. You can go and get this. You can. But here's the thing. This is not what they buy. They're not buying this. They're buying the person behind it. They're buying the trust. Now you might be like, well, it's the same thing for cologne. No, because that cologne, they're judged on it. They're judged on the way that cologne smells. They're judged on the way that cologne looks. Same thing with like fake designer. Okay, wear that fake designer. Do your thing. But if that fake designer looks fake, you're going to be in somebody's face and they're going to be like, yo, bro, that shit not real. You're going to be out there arguing with somebody and they're going to really embarrass you because you wearing some Aki stuff that don't even look real. But that's not going to happen with electronics. Let me tell you why. Because if you put these on and let's say you get in an argument with somebody and they're like, yo, you got some fake Maxes. Prove it. They don't got the box right there. They don't got the box of the headphones right there. It's like, that's why I love electronics, because I started to realize that the demand is way more frequent than it is with cologne and with sunglasses. And I find it so interesting because like on YouTube, you'll find a lot of people just talking about anything for views, because that's how they make their money. That's how they make their money. They make their money from the views. They don't make the money from the products. These people talking about, hey guys, these are the best price list for Gucci cologne. Bro, he has a affiliate link with the person that sent them the shit for free, and he's just trying to tell you that these are just the best clones or whatever. But he don't use it. But you fall for it. You fall for it because you're so desperate to make money. But you don't understand. The way you make money is by getting assets. And the way you get assets is by investing. But if you invest in the wrong things that people everywhere don't want, you then become somebody that loses your leverage and gives the leverage to the customers instead of keeping the leverage to yourself. That's why I sell electronics. So back to the phones. It's like, yeah, like I got people that want to sell me phones year round, right? Like, look at these prices. What the heck? What's this? iPhone 13 Pro Max, unlock, GSM unlock, which means that's going to be globally unlocked blue. What's the gig? 1 terabyte, $515. Now, mind you, let me tell you what I did with these phones. So back in 2018, I said, you know what? My store needs to get bigger. It was a store in Philly. It was called Philly Wireless, and they still around. But what they did was they went into Apple, and I'm sorry, Philly Wireless, but I'm about to expose you because I got to keep it on it. They would go into Apple because I know the person that rented the building out to them, and he told me this. Now, it could be allegedly. Let's just say allegedly. They went into Apple. They used to have all the phones, all the Apple Watches and stuff, right? And I used to be like, yo, how are they getting this shit, right? They would go into Apple, use their credit cards, get the stuff, put it on a T-Mobile account, do an insurance claim, get the phones or get the Apple Watches, then return the initial stuff they brought. So it was like a cycle. They were doing fraud. But in their store, you would see like unlocked iPhones and this, but it was all fraudulent. But people would buy from them. I was like, yo, I want to be like that, but I want to do it the right way. So I go and I try to buy phones wholesale. And when I go and try to buy these phones wholesale, I'm kicking out bread. But the problem was I wasn't making the money back. I would make like $50 a phone, but that wasn't enough to pay for rent. And I'm kicking out all of this revenue that I'm making, and it's going right out the phones. So what I did was I said, you know what? I let this guy, I let this rep, because all of these phone companies that sell wholesale phones, they have like reps, and the reps deal with your account. So every business has an account. Every AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, every third-party store that gets their phones separate from the carrier. Now, let me explain to you why you would want to do that. So if you own a T-Mobile, right? You can own a T-Mobile franchise, and you could be like, yo, T-Mobile, I want you to send me your signs, send me all of your marketing, but I will provide the phones, and I will provide the accessories. Now, they don't do it anymore, and I'm going to tell you why. Because that's how you make a lot of money off of T-Mobile, and T-Mobile doesn't make a lot, right? T-Mobile didn't like that, so what they did was they stopped this from happening. But back in the day, what would happen is you can get these other companies, like the one I'm showing you on screen right now. Sorry, TikTok, that y'all can't see it, but it's a price list of phones. What happened was you would go and order these phones, and you would deal with a certain rep, and that rep would be that rep for your store. So I let this rep come into my store one day, and he was like, you know what, Brandon, this is what we're going to do, man. You can finance the phones to customers, have them pay the amount that you're paying up front, and then charge them monthly. So I'm like, oh, bet. Now I still do this, but I do this with phones that I flip, and I make more money. But I'm like, all right, bet. So I tried it, right? And when I tried it, it was working well at first, right? I would get an iPhone 11 for like $300 from him, and I would have the customer pay $300 plus tax. I wouldn't take any money. I wouldn't make any money basically from the rip, right? I would just become even, right? So then what happens was, then when it was time for them to pay monthly, they wouldn't come back, or they would like just not pay, right? Like they just would not pay. And it became annoying. It became frustrating. It became just hard. It made me lose money. And and that's one reason why I lost my business at that point, or lost one of the stores, is because I didn't have enough money. Because I went into a bad investment because I wanted to be like the next person. And that's what hurt me. Can somebody give her phone? Sorry, guys. But yeah, that's where it became a loss for me, and I was trying to compete, and that's where I learned, stop trying to compete and be yourself. You know what I mean? Be yourself. Invest in yourself, and be a innovator instead of somebody that wants to duplicate, because you can't duplicate nothing and get the same result as that person. You can't. Because eventually what happens is you're never going to do it like them, and you're always going to be one step behind. So like, always find a way to make the money work best for you. But let's look at how this wouldn't work, right? Because as much as I do like showing you guys things like this, and I know a lot of people, they're like, yeah, Brandon, I would love to buy wholesale from you. I had a guy, one of my students, a really cool person. Sorry that I'm blasting you out, but he was like, yeah, Brandon, the phones are just so high. Duh. That's the cost, bro. Like, the cost is the cost. So prime example, if I got this phone for $250, the iPhone 13, they want to sell me an iPhone 13 for $250, 128 red. Boom. The reason why it's so low is because it's red. Now, some people might not know, but internationally, and when it comes to like selling on the market, red phones don't sell. Why? They easily get stole. When you scratch them or crack them, it's easily acknowledged. Nobody wants red phones, and nobody wants yellow phones. Those are like the worst phones to get. But like, that's where, again, if you don't really flip, if you don't really do this, you would know. You know? Like, again, guys, that person that you're seeing and the people that you're entertaining when it comes to phone flipping, what I want you to do is I want you to ask them to come on screen how I'm doing right now and show you their buyers sending them personally sending them daily stock reports of what they have in stock. A lot of them can't because I'm sorry, but because they're lying. They don't really do this. All right, guys. So that's that. Let's move on. All right, let's move on. By the way, guys, I redid hustlertaught.me.com. Let me know how y'all like it, man. I really love the way it looks now. I redid this. Yeah, I'm really excited.